tech literate to use technology is integral part of every single profession, every single dimension of life today. But so it is very critical to understand what happens if there's a crisis and how we can revert back out of the crisis. And resilience is even important in this context where we are surrounded by technology every nook and corner. Now, understanding resilience and how can we bounce back off the crisis that technology might lead to. It's not a new topic. It has started a couple of decades back. 1981, MIT, and many of the hackers, they already foresaw this kind of crisis would come, or plenty of crises would come in the digital era. And people started thinking about how can we protect our future and be more resilient in the tech world. Today, my context would be built back from 81 and forward, but I'll try to relate to that a little bit later. Technology is just a small segment of life around, not just a whole dimension. Now, in order to understand like how we can be resilient, we need to first also understand like how nature bounced back. How did civilization prevail and sustain over the crisis? If we understand that whole dynamics, we can also make our way in technology. The question still is, how can we be resilient? And our ability to bounce back from the crisis, what holds and what can empower us to go forward. I like this book quite a lot. Zen and the Art of Motorcycle Maintenance is a instant classic somewhere in the mid 50s. It was published. It's about a travel log. In fact, a father takes his son to a travel and he relates that motorcycle maintenance with the quality of life. And what he promotes is if you don't want to be stuck somewhere in the middle, you need to understand technology inside out. If you are going in the motorbike, you need to understand the motorbike. Your harmony of life depends upon understanding of everything that's around you. That's the whole idea. Now let's before we go any further, I have a 10 minutes, 11 minutes small video, and then I'll take you forward. The video is called Elephant Dream, and it's about technology.
You're not paying attention. I just want to answer. Look, listen. You have to learn to listen. This is not some game. We could easily die out here. Listen to the sounds of the machine. Listen to your breathing.
Well, don't you ever get tired of it?
Tired? The machine is like clockwork. One move out of place and you're ground to a pulp.
What isn't it? Like,
Pulp, Emo. Is that what you want? Pulp? Emo, your goal in life. Pulp? Close your eyes.
why?
Now. What do you see at your left side,
Nothing.
Really?
No, nothing at all.
And at your right, what do you see at your right side?
The same proof. Exactly the same. Nothing.
Great.
Listen, Brew. Do you hear that? Can we go here?
There.
Yeah.
It isn't safe.
But,
Trust me, it's not.
well, maybe I could go.
No. No! No! Any further questions, Emo? Emo, why? Emo, why can't you see the beauty of this place? The way it works. How perfect.
No, Brew. I don't see. I don't see because there's nothing there. And why should I trust my life to something that isn't there? What can you tell me?
Emo,
Answer. You're a sick man. Stay away from me. Oh, Emo, it's a trap. It's a trap. At the left side, you can see the Hanging Gardens of Babylon. How's that for a trap? No, Emo. On the right side, you can see. Look at what? The Colossus of Rhodos. No, the Colossus of Rhodos, and it is here just for you, Brooke. Just for you. It is there. I'm telling you, Emo. It is. It is.
Now, now again, to relate back to the movie and the context. How did we survive all kind of crises in our generations? Is our curiosity, ability to question, us ability to study, and then find the solution to the problems. Now, coming to technology back again. Now we have choices. One set of technology that is pre-built, pre-packaged, and comes with a fast food. Everything ready-made for you to consume. And other piece of technology that comes in where you can undergo and study how actually technology works. Now, your ability to bounce back from the crisis depends upon your ability to go dig deep, your ability to question how the technology works, not just consume it. What does that mean? We can take plenty of analyses, but I'll just skip on maybe I wanted to do this survey, but time is not supporting us. There's still the question is, if we want to be consumer and only consumer technology, which is just ready-made, like in the movie, no matter how beautiful the technology be, but we will always be a consumer and we can never bounce back out of the crisis. But if we can question, if we can go deep down and study, and if we start creating, then none of the crisis can as such limit us. Now, to be resilient, we need to be agile, we need to be adaptive, we need to be open, transparent, we need to collaborate as a team, as a whole world in order to build up the technology. No hidden agenda while building the technology, but it should be based on the collaboration because that's how civilizations have survived. If scientific knowledge was locked up in one corner, we would have not been so resilient as a human. Our ability to share knowledge, our ability to collaborate to build up a knowledge and solve problem is what is underpinning concept to be a resilient. And I suppose in technology also is the same thing. And now let me relate back to 1981 and go ahead. This moment started back in 81, and people they figured out with the case of a printer driver to hack into a printer driver just because one need not run away and try to find out if their papers are printed. They figured out some few company who lock up a code into the binary might be your biggest crisis in the future. Free software advocates about your ability to use the software, hardware, your ability to study that, and your ability to share the solution of a problem and your ability to improve. If your knowledge as a in the technology, making of hardware, making of a software, if it is openly shared, if it is transparent, society can prevent its own crisis. It doesn't guarantee that there won't be any crisis, but our ability to resolve is not limited to some few programmers, not to some few organizations or companies, and society will be more resilient with transparent collaborative work. And I think free software is only a way, open source software is only a way to make technology more resilient and be more, um, have that power to resolve a crisis if there comes any. Many people, they say that there are no enough choices, but today the game has changed quite a lot. 81 till now, if we look into 40 years of the making, we have solutions, and majority of the technology today, majority of the industry today runs with the free and open source technologies. To conclude, what I would again reiterate is, in the technology world, if we want to be resilient, we need to endorse the technology to be open, collaborative, participatory. It's not limited to some few companies to dictate on the way we want to communicate, the way we want to work, and not just consume a software or hardware, but be able to question what actually your hardware is doing, what exactly your software is doing. And if you can resolve a problem, if you really have a crisis in the future, your ability to be resilient always depends upon your ability to question, your curiosity, your ability to learn and collaborate. Thank you.